The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
As a small biz pro, I saw we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, I saw we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. Oh yeah, I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur.
BusinessZone with Crystal and Gilbert. Welcome to the show. Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. We are, 2 days away from Christmas. I hope everybody's ready. I'm partially ready, or as ready as I'm going to get. And how about you guys? So, Don, how's your week been going?
Let's just say God is good. It's been an amazing week for me. I've had some good things happening, and he's still at work.
Okay,
no complaints.
Yeah. He's always at work, right?
Yes.
That's a lovely thing. God stays at work. So that's what happened to me after I left the gym, left you this morning.
Huh?
I get home, and I go to my house, and I go to open the door, and the door handle broke. And so the car wouldn't close.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so I had to.
The door handle on the car broke?
On the inside, when you pull it open, the cable broke from the inside of the door. So when I went to close the door, I'm going, why won't the door close? And so then by that time, I realized that it wasn't. I thought the seatbelt was in it, and it wasn't. So I couldn't get out the car.
Really?
I had to go straight and hold the door while I was driving to keep it from flying open. So I've been dealing with that all morning. After I left, I had such a good morning. It started out wonderful.
Sorry to hear that, Crystal. Had some challenges along the way, but it's going to end. It's not over yet, so you can finish strong.
Right, I can finish strong.
The rest of your day can be wonderful.
Yeah, so it's in the shop right now. I have to pick it up tomorrow because they had to order the part.
Okay.
So, and then my sister dropped me off at the studio, and so we turn and we hear this blump, blah, 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 blah. So then when we get to here, find out she has a big nail in her tire about this big. So she got that fixed. So today is car day.
Today
Just
is
a
car
lovely,
day.
lovely thing. So what you're doing for Christmas?
Well, for Christmas, I am going to be more than likely on the phone supporting my sister. My niece passed away 2 years ago, so the holidays are still somewhat challenging. I had the opportunity to see her for Thanksgiving, which was important because my niece passed away a couple of days after she left home. And then her birthday is the day before Christmas.
Oh, yeah, she's going to have a tough time.
I'm going to find a way to, and I'm working on it, I'm going to find a way to make it a bittersweet type of Christmas for my sister, try to help her find the joy in it, because last year was just interesting, and I get it. Yeah. I do get it.
And it's hard. Christmas is hard for a lot of people.
Because it's hard just being single.
Well, that too.
It's hard being single through the holidays. And then on top of this, so I can only imagine what she's going through as a grief, as a mother's grief. Also, my good friend Najuma Pollard, her son passed. And his funeral was literally maybe 3 weeks ago.
Oh, wow. So that's really tough.
So I'm going to find a way to be of service to my friends who are whose lives have been changed. Yeah. And this holiday season is going to be kind of bittersweet for them. So I'm going to find a way to serve them.
Yeah. And that's a wonderful thing. And that's really what
Other than that, I'm going to be at the house by myself with no dog, no cat, no babies, and no husband. That's just me.
But you're going to service somebody else.
Yes, that's what it's about.
That's a good thing.
Absolutely.
I'm going to sleep most of the day. We're going to, usually in our house, we look forward to rest.
Oh, yeah.
So we might get up early and do the Christmas gift thing, or we might not do ours till late afternoon but my brother-in-law wakes up very early and he fixes these amazing dinner. Because that's what he likes to do. And so that's what we will be doing for Christmas.
Oh, yeah. Usually I'm going to do that, too. On the holidays is my day to relax and do a movie. I'm going to do something for me and enjoy some healthy, good food, and service my sister. Probably talk to her on the phone and try to see how I can get in the Juma's face.
Okay.
If I can, but I know she has a host of friends. She's a pastor of a great church.
Oh, so she'll have church on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm gonna make sure she sees my face.
Yeah, so that's a good thing. Well, yeah, it's tough. It's tough on all kinds of, because that's usually, and this is amazing. I used to do bookkeeping for a church a long time ago, and it starts about October. There were so many homegoings that it was like they were rushing to get up out of here before the end of the year. Right. And so so it's usually a tough time, a lot of times for a lot of people that they lose their loved ones during that time. And if they haven't been sick, that's a real rough one.
Yeah, and they tend to be forgotten about.
Yeah.
Somewhat. Because there's so much activities that are happening, so many Christmas parties and, so much, it's really...
Yeah, it's a difficult thing.
And our lives are about being of service to other people. It can't always be about us every day.
You're absolutely right. What else you been doing?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, just building my dynasty.
I like that.
Yes, that's building my empire.
Your empire.
Getting ready for 2019.
I know. That's what we're going to talk about today.
I'm expecting some things to be absolutely awesome.
Yeah, me too. I got a lot of stuff on the plate. With the digital marketing, and that's gonna be fantastic. And,
yes.
Doing online webinars, I'm looking forward to that for next year, and that's been part of my plan, my strategy.
Yes.
And so I've been doing a lot of. That's one of the things I'm gonna do for that day is I am going to. Do a couple of webinars so I can map out how to do online webinars.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, that's going to be easy for you.
Yeah, well, I already have the content. It's really, here's the thing.
And that's half the battle is the content.
Yes,
everything
I got the content,
easy.
right? Everything.
Most people don't have the content. They got the structure down, and then the actual webinar ends up being, not as great because they don't have as much content.
Right. Yeah.
But so you got the content for days.
I got the content. The hardest part is
on several different subjects.
I can, because I teach, right?
Yes.
So, but the part is, and I guess it's the same thing when you're a speaker, that package that you're selling, because generally that's on the backside of, so not quite, that's the part I'm trying to get a grasp on. I can market it, I can do all of that. It's just, how you do that close. Like speakers do that close thing that they do.
You'll be fine.
So you did all that when you started speaking in your Les Brown days, right?
Still do it.
You still do
I still the same stuff for when I'm closing for a new client that I just, I got same thing. Same information.
Okay, yeah. So that's kind of, and I don't really have to close like that because,
yeah, you do.
I do. I just don't have to do it in a, I don't know if it's a.
So you're closing through the process of offering your information.
Right.
Yeah, there are closes that you do through the process. You don't just wait to the end. You have qualifiers all the way through. So it's not really a hard close because you're saying things all the way through that they're already saying yes to. So the end is a wrap.
Okay, so then
it's just a call to action.
You just tie it all up with a nice
just pretty much a
bow.
good call to action.
Okay.
Because most people are used to a 9 to 5. Most people have the mentality of being told what to do a lot. Unless they are a successful entrepreneur, and confused people do nothing. So if you're telling them throughout your speech why they need your product and how your project can be of service to them throughout the speech, throughout your presentation, they're saying, yes, I need this, yes, I need this. And so the last thing you simply do is tell them to click the button right there that says buy.
Okay.
And
I can do that.
Armand says, make it real simple that they're only clicking once.
Yeah.
Make it real easy for them to get to the place the order part.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So you want to lay some things through. We'll get it together.
Yeah, it's going to be fine.
Yes,
so
you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine. Yes, 2019 is our year to shine.
Oh, my goodness.
To thrive, to make the money we're supposed to make.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
And it's just so much, nowadays with the internet, you can do business so different than you did 10, 15, or 20 years ago when I first started. I mean, that was really doing business, when you stop to really think about it, doing business 15, 20 years ago was a lot more difficult and stressful than it is now.
Yeah. There's no reason why we're not making money now.
No.
It's too easy.
Yeah.
Too many ways. You can sit at home and just with the affiliate programs that's offered with pretty much everyone, you can sit at home and map out your rent every month. You know?
Right,
Put your hair down for the next 6 months, and your rent or your car note can be covered. That's the plan. January, March, April, May, June. We have our car note covered. That's the plan.
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
So you strategize on making sure. And in fact,
especially you, Krista, because I could say myself as well, because we're the biggest. I talk and you talk.
Yeah.
We're always sharing information, telling somebody about something. Now we're gonna get paid for that.
Now we're gonna get paid for that.
Don't tell all our secrets.
I know. I was talking to one of my colleagues. So she came to the digital marketing class this past Wednesday, which is going exceptionally well. And so she was telling me how, and that's what I need. I'm gonna have one of those next year. She said she was thinking, I need to make some money. And when we think about it, we can put together nice little quick packages that can make them happen. So I put together this package, girl, and I sold like 25 packages.
What type of business does she have?
So she teaches you how to complete a book in 60 days. And she says she's even done it. She generally likes the 60-day factor, but she has actually taught someone how to, they closed out a book, wrapped it up, and was ready for it to be sold within a week. Somebody needed a book like right there. So that's what she does. It's giving you a timeline and the whole bit. So she put together this really great, and it was a collaborational book where everybody was contributing to it. And I think the call to action was, what is your favorite scripture, and how has it applied to your life during this time frame if you've been having some struggles? So I think she put together she said she pulled together 9 individuals. Some of them have written books. Some of them have written before. Some had not. And so the book was published within, that wasn't even 60 days. I think it was 30 days.
That's awesome. Everybody's only responsible for a title. I did 2 books like that.
Yeah.
Amazing. What's powerful about those books is if they're marketed correctly. I co-authored a book with maybe 10 other authors, and John Milenchek, if you look up James Milenchek, that has $1 million company to this day, but when he and I authored the book together, he was just getting started. Okay. And he's one of the biggest, has a huge speakers platform.
Right. So
he does a lot of events in Vegas, sold out events, maybe 1,000, 1,500 people. And every time he shares that book, guess whose face has her own chapter that gets a call to do something. Because when people scroll through the book,
they're going to see you.
They're going to see me, and then they're calling me for something. So it's really powerful when the right people are in the book with you.
Right, exactly.
When the right people who are doing some things and they're having...
Right, especially if they already have a platform, and then that gives you a platform. George Fraser does that. He brings together, I think, like 6 people, and they collaborate and co-write a chapter or 2. I think he gives them 2. They invest in that, and then his face is on the cover. I think he did that.
Les is on the cover of one of the books I did.
Yeah, Les is on one of the books. So with that...
One of the books I did.
Really? All right. Yeah, I needed maybe one of those. So because that gives you a jump start.
He did the first chapter, I think.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's what she did, and so it really worked well for her. And so she's like, "Oh, that was cool."
Yeah.
And then a young lady that was on the show last week, you weren't here, but Hyacinth, she's one of the ones that wrote, and so she was so happy with her first published work, her chapter on a
what
favorite
was her scripture?
Verse.
Do you know?
I don't remember what her scripture was. It's probably I think we talked about it, but I don't remember it at this point. So that's pretty cool. So Tammy, you need to talk to Deborah Thorne. She can help you get your book written. That's what she does.
Yes.
And so now Deborah and I are going to do, with the digital marketing. And by the way, I got my first blog. Written. I think I mentioned to you this morning. I got to get it published this weekend.
Excited for you.
I'm excited as well. So Deborah and I are going to write a blog called "What the Hell Were You Thinking?"
No. I was here. We all talked about this. Don't play me. You about to see. You know what? Remember we talked about those personalities? You about to bring the gorilla straight out. Okay.
Okay. So then we got to make sure you include.
I'm about to start beating on my chest and everything.
But we were talking about it as a book, so now we're going to do it as a blog. So you talk about it as a book, and the book isn't here yet. So you and her gonna go do the blog without me. We're gonna.
I'm about to beat my chest. This gorilla's about to
No, we're gonna do the book. We're gonna do it because see your chapter is your part is great. Because what were you thinking in the fitness and
I
the
can
health?
talk about more than that.
I know that, but
What were you thinking when you ate those potato chips?
Right, exactly.
What the hell was you thinking? I can talk about more than fitness.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
What the heck was you thinking when you got the hairstyle? What the heck was you thinking?
Right. When you walking out the house
On the
and you going
blog.
down, you know that outfit don't work.
You know it don't work. Love handles hanging all over your pants. What
Right,
the heck
right.
was you thinking?
So last week I had put a number of pictures up as I was going on my Christmas holiday. So my cousin goes, "Why are you in the bathroom?" I said, "Because that's the last place you're supposed to be before you walk out the door. You to make sure that everything
I gotta
works."
teach her. I have to teach her that the mirror needs to be at the front door.
Well,
From
my
head
mirror
to toe,
can't be
honey.
at the front door.
No, it can be. I have a full length mirror near as I walk out the
door.
way. The last look.
Yeah, see, mine is on the
Validate
way
yourself.
down the stairs.
Validate yourself.
Yeah, because
That's where you take the picture, Crystal.
Because, you know, some
need you
people
to
walk
change
out the
direction.
house. Some people walk out the house and you going, did you not pass by any mirrors before you left out the door?
So I need your next picture to be at the other mirror on them stairs, wherever. I got mirrors throughout the house.
Outside the house, yeah,
like
we
the
don't have
look.
mirrors. The last
I
mirror
got
on
a
the way
mirror
down.
in the bedroom, a mirror in the living room, a mirror in the kitchen, because it just got to be right. By the time I walk out, there's something going to happen. Listen, this is real stuff, though, because the last, a couple days ago, I was training a client, and my client was looking like, I kept, look, every so often I would catch this look she'd give me like, and I was like, what's wrong with her? And so then she finally said what she was thinking. She says, Dawn, where did you get that hole in your pants? Did not know my pants had split.
Oh, were you working out?
I hadn't worked out all day. So I was walking around in holy pants. Didn't see it. Listen, it was so big that you saw my thigh. It was like my thigh was just hanging.
She kept staring at you?
And when you really saw it, I never saw it because I was looking at the front of me.
Right.
So what you could really see was from the back as I walked. And she was like, I've been trying to figure out all day, what is Dawn doing? Why does she have that big... She said, you couldn't tell it was cold. Like, I'm always cold. Yeah. You need several mirrors.
She was supposed to come up and tell you that before.
No, she told halfway through the workout.
Halfway through she should have told
she got tired of looking at my thigh. The muscles in my thighs. And was like, Dawn, I just got to ask you. I don't mean to offend you, but what's up with the hole? I'm like, huh? What's up with the big hole in your pants?
You're like, what are you talking about?
I was like, oh, no, I ain't that crazy. This is ridiculous. When I tell you the hole was big.
So you need a pin.
I said I had no idea.
Your pants, whip your pants up.
No, they couldn't even be sold. These things were stripped so bad.
This one of those kind that go this way.
Yeah.
Instead of going up and down,
they
here,
went
it goes
both.
this way.
And that. This and that way. So it was too funny. So I need you to look in more than one mirror.
Okay. All right. So, but that was my cousin's. But I took a picture in a couple other places afterwards.
Well, you were cute. You've been looking so amazing. Who's your trainer? That's all I want to know.
I don't know. You know, her name is Dawn Strozier. You know her?
I've heard about her. I heard she was absolutely amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah. I heard she was a short, cute thing.
Yeah.
With this amazing little voice. Radio voice.
Yeah, radio voice. And
Radio personality.
Awesome. I tell you, though, she works you out. Woo.
Does she?
Yeah.
I heard she was cute, too.
Yeah, she's cute, too.
Okay.
But she's a little tyrant when it gets to the workout
She's a little beast, huh?
Yeah, and you have to ask a couple of my workout partners. You can't even cheat, guys. You can't even cheat.
Oh, hilarious. I turned my head today and Michael Powell, I am blasting you out on the radio. Michael Powell went from 6.2. I turned my head for 1 second. He lowered his to 4 something. I said, what did you just do? He got straight caught, and I had to stand by him to make sure he ran at 6.2 for 5 minutes. I stood there. Yes, I did, like the treadmill police.
Yeah, you're the treadmill.
Like,
and we kept saying, Michael, why didn't you let her get way down over there and let her at least pick up her weights? Then she wouldn't have been able to get
give
over
him
there
to
so
walk
quickly.
away.
He didn't even let you get to the corner before he
You
dropped
don't
the...
play me like that. So he was punished this morning. I stood next to him while he ran 6.2 for 5 minutes. And if any of you know anything about 6.2 on that treadmill, it is no joke. So Michael Powell, woo, Woo!
Yeah,
you did it.
He did it. He was wishing you'd leave again, but yeah, he did it. So
Crystal ran 5.2 for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
today.
I did.
And she did 3 sessions, 3 sets of that.
I did.
She tried to hold on, but that didn't work. I kept telling her you burn 200% more calories when those hands are off. So, I mean, we wrestled back and forth. I just started spanking her hands.
You upped the game this week, boy. Yeah. All Monday was actually starting last week, boy. You had us. We were the other day Monday. I think it was Monday. We were looking at the clock, going, "Is it only 6:20?"
We had did so much in that first 30 minutes. Oh, yes.
I felt like I was in the military. You know that commercial that says you do more before 9 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
I felt we had done more from 6 o'clock to 6:20.
Yes.
I felt like we had done our whole entire workout.
It felt like it should have been 7 o'clock, but you've been getting it in, and that's why you look amazing.
Yeah, so it's working.
And you know, it's a joy. It's a joy training you. It really is.
Thank you.
I enjoy training you.
I know, but we crack you up, don't you?
Hilarious. Y'all can't remember anything. When you're training people over 40,
they can't
you make sure you're on your A game because they can't remember nothing. All you guys are responsible for is just you. Just remember your combination exercise. That's all you're responsible for is you. No one can remember what's next. I got to remember you and 10 other people.
It's like, oh, what we got to do next? And we just did it, yeah. It's
hilarious.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle.
Talking about, B12 deficient.
Yeah, we B12 deficient. It's because you worked it so hard, we forget that we can't even breathe. Forgetting on what we supposed to do, we can't even breathe.
Oh, that's too funny. That's too funny.
But you didn't up the game on us this week. We all are breathless.
Oh, but you did great. You did great. That's what gets the results, though, you know?
Yeah.
That's what gets the results. Because we got to go into 2019 ready.
Well, I think
if I'm going to be single, my motto is single and fine, nothing less. I'm going to be single, and you're going to feel like she just want to be single. She's so cute. That's the goal, Crystal. You and I, we just single because we want to be.
We want to be.
It's not that don't nobody want us. That would never be the case.
Right.
At least they won't know that anyway, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's been rough.
We're not telling the truth.
It's been cool. We're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to get into our topics. Today, we're going to talk about business strategies or strategies for 2019. And so the areas that we're going to focus on is business, finance and marketing, which I think go hand in hand, marketing and finance, actually. And then we're going to talk about health and wellness as an entrepreneur and what we need to do in order to stay on top of our game. So we'll be right back, and you are tuned into the Business Zone with Crystal, Gilbert, and Don.
Yes.
And so we'll be right back in a few minutes.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Hey, it's Dawn Strozier of DS Fitness with your Get Up and Move exercise of the week, kettlebell swing. Now, when doing a kettlebell swing, you're moving through two positions, a strong standing plank and a hip hinge position, bending at your waist. Your knees are slightly bent and your back is in a tabletop position. Now, when you're hiking the kettlebell, you want to grab it nice and strong. Rotate your shoulders back to engage your lats. Now, slightly swing the kettlebell back and drive through your hips. There you have it, a kettlebell swing. A powerful full body exercise working all of your stabilizing muscles and your hamstrings, your glutes, and your quads. Now, for more Get Up and Move exclusives, go to getuperica.com or Dawn Strozier on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And welcome back to the Business Zone with Crystal, Gilbert,
And Dawn.
And we are glad to have you here, and we hope you continue to tune in every Friday afternoon from 3 to 5. Excuse me, Gilbert is on his way. So we're going to kind of get started with our topics tonight, this afternoon, and then when he comes in, he'll add his piece. So I'm going to talk to you guys. So here's the thing. 2019 or 2018 probably had its ups and downs when it came to business. I know for me, my business seems to taper down by the time I get to the end of the year. And there were some rearrangements and some adjustments that took place at the end of, it actually started in the summer, which affected my income for the end of the year. So, one of the things I try to do is to strategize at the beginning of the year so I have better control throughout the year as my resources and opportunities present themselves. So one of the things, what I do is I go back and I analyze what happened in the previous year, and then I try to make sure that the same thing doesn't take place in the upcoming year. So one of the things you want to do is at the end of this year, you want to go back and you want to really see what worked and what didn't work. So one of the things we're going to talk about today is some strategies for 2019 that should be able to, if you're committed to it and you've done all your homework and your research and you've identified some weak spaces and identified your opportunities and threats to your business, that you should be able to increase your bottom line next year. And I think if you give yourself a number that you're working toward and then you put in place what it's going to take to make that happen, then it helps you stay on track. But a couple of things needs to happen in 2019. It was there in 2018, and I don't know if many of you actually took advantage of that. And one of those things was all of us need to look at going mobile when we're talking about our marketing initiatives for both our products and our services. I don't know if you guys know this, but the average individual, and we probably can attest to this, the average individual spends about 5 hours on their mobile devices.
Oh, wow.
And so if they are on their devices that much, where should you be marketing?
Right. On your device, yes.
So a lot of us have been using our mobile. We think our website is the end all be all. But how many times do you really go to someone's website?
Right.
Unless they drive you there. Right? So one of the things you guys need to do is to look at your websites and make sure your websites are optimized to for your mobile device, because that's really where people are looking. And if you're a millennial or you are, what is it, Gen Y? Is that what? That's the only place they are.
Right.
They're not going to. So when you do if you go to your website and I look at your website and it's built for. Hey Tim, that's your specialty. If I go to your website and I look at your website from my phone and it has to be squeezed in And I can't really see it because it wasn't optimized to be a phone device. Because when you open up a website on your cell phone, it comes in, it fits in the window. Right. I don't have to squeeze it to get it in there. And then the lettering is so small that I can't see what you're offering. Right. So one of the things you want to do is optimize your website. You will receive a larger percentage of your customers and or prospects or your potential customers from doing just that. That could increase your business right then and there. Second thing is you need to have some call to actions.
Yes.
We were just talking about that, right? So if I come to your website, the first thing I see, and Armin talks about this all the time, is either I should be a call to action to acquire your email address, or a call to action to provide you with something so I still can receive your email address, which would be subscribe to your newsletter or to your blog. But whatever it is, when you leave my website, you should leave my website leaving me something so I can actually get to you. So everybody needs to rethink their website. Mr. Gilbert just walked in the house. Hey, Mr. Gilbert.
Hey, Mr. Gilbert.
The other thing is you want to make sure that you have, if you're going to do a subscription form or some sort of registration form for them to get something or leave their information, make sure it's short and sweet and easy to complete. Don't ask them for their whole life history because that will, young people don't, or the millennials don't have time for that kind of stuff, and they're not. So it's really just an email address and your name. That's what you want. And then that should be able to, you on the back end of your website, you should be able to go to your contact list and be able to pull out those names and use them in your email system. Now, Dawn is really good at following up and keeping on track with that. I've heard her have conversations with individuals and with her people that are doing her website, like, okay, where I can't get to my contact list. so that's
contacts is money.
Contacts are money. So you want to be able to do that. Now, also, you want to make sure that all the links are working. There's nothing worse than going to a website and you push a button and it goes nowhere.
I've been guilty of that.
You've been guilty of that?
I've been guilty of that.
Even if it's just a coming soon page.
Yeah, right.
It needs to go somewhere.
It needs to go somewhere. So it's got to be, you got to make sure, so you got to test all those things out and make sure everything is functioning. So that's one of the things, that's a simple thing. And hopefully you have accessibility to the person that created your website, or you need to find someone else to do your website. But I think, what do you think about being part of that? Having them at least teach you a portion of how your website functions.
Oh, I think it's important for you to know how it functions, and I think it's important for the website to be a site that if something was to happen to your developer, you have access to it. You got all the information. You know how to make just the small necessary changes. And when I said make sure that your website, make sure your page is going to at least a coming soon. That coming soon could still be, it could say coming soon, but it can lead them back to your email address. Until then, coming soon, but you're asking for the email address, not just a coming soon page, but it can still be used as an email address page. But yes, I think you need to know something about your own website. Happened to me years ago. And then I had to kind of sweet talk the guy, keep him around while I try to get my passwords and all that stuff. You don't have to give your developer all of your information. There's a way they can go in without getting your entire site. When they're building your site, there's a way they can go into your hosting without going into your main account with your GoDaddy or whoever they are. You can give them another way to go in. That way you still control it. They can't take all your stuff from you. They can't move your website. And then you ask them, what are you building on? How do I do this? How do I do that? So then if anything was ever to happen to them, you can make your changes. But while they're there, use them. So you can.
You've had that problem as well, haven't you?
Yeah, I can attest to what you said earlier. I have a client that I met with last week, and she had no clue that her website wasn't even functional. So I went there to get some information because I'm doing certification for her, so I needed information about the company. When I got there, it says, site suspended.
Oh, my gosh.
She didn't even know it. So I call her up. I said, did you know your site was suspended? She said, no. Then she started calling some people. I said, well, hang up the phone right now. Let's get some things straight. First of all, do you own that site? Because some of these developers, they own your site.
Yeah.
You don't own your site.
Right.
And you don't know that you don't own your site because they don't tell you. Those are the sneaky ones. So, for you guys out there, you want to make sure that you own your site. If the site is registered with GoDaddy, domain.com, or whomever, make sure that it's registered in your name so that you don't have to go through stuff like this. And yes, you also want to know what platform it's being built on. So whether it's Linux or Microsoft, those things are very crucial that you know those things as well. I've gone through 10 years of history with my web developers, because as
plurals.
Yes.
There was a time when we really needed them, but now WordPress is so common that WordPress is for the common user. Make sure your website is a WordPress site, and that way you can make a lot of the changes yourself. And a good developer, and I'm the same thing with a trainer, anybody that you're working with. I like to educate and teach my clients everything that they need to know. So if they left me, they can look great, but they stay with me because they enjoy the accountability.
So you're pretty much working yourself out of a job. Right.
And they decide to stay with you because you make them better, not necessarily that they need you. So the gentleman who's built my site, absolutely incredible. He's very transparent, shares with me everything. He makes me feel comfortable. There's no reason for me to get rid of him. Because I'm going to stay in my lane, let him build as long as I know I can go in there and look. I can make the changes I want.
Don't be hiding any codes from you.
So I'm confident with him.
Don't be all sneaky.
And if people are operating in that way, then you don't want to do business with them. No. If everything's a secret, you can't do that.
There's no trust.
There's a red flag there.
Right, exactly. So that's one of the things we want you guys to do. Before 2019, go in. The first thing you need to do is check and make sure your website is working properly and that you have accessibility. And if things have to be updated, don't let your website be stagnant with old materials, old dates, stuff that are no longer pertinent to how you do business, because that's really the first introduction that most people have to how you do business.
Right.
Crystal, I think this is a key point that you're bringing up. And I think this is a program that you and Armin should probably take on. You should offer these classes like WordPress and things that small business owners need to know from their developers.
Exactly.
Those are key things I think you guys
and that's one of the things why the blog piece is so important, because the blog piece, because of course we're doing it so do you monetize it, right? Well, you can't monetize it if you're not bringing more traffic to your sites. So the blog has to be updated in order to drive the traffic to it. So that's one of the things we're talking about is, and utilizing WordPress, but making sure that you're posting 2 to 3 times a week.
So what happened to those users who don't really care about writing blogs? They can't write blogs. They don't know how to write blogs. They don't want to write blogs. They rather have somebody do it for them. How about those people?
Well, then those individuals, they will pay. You will have to pay and make sure, though, here's the thing about all of us that are coaches and you as the consumer, you get what you pay for, right? So if you're not willing to invest in making sure that this person is making you look good, whether it's your web developer or your coach that's helping you with accountability or strategy, then you're going to get exactly what you pay for. And I hear people all the time saying, oh, I asked somebody to do something and I paid them, a couple $100. Okay. And what were you expecting for a couple $100? Because it is the value of it, right?
And there's nothing wrong with having a team of people do stuff for you, but you need to know what they're doing.
You need to know
what they're doing.
That's the point I was going to bring up.
We're so quick to delegate. Oh, I want to be in a position where I'm just telling people to do this, do that, and then you don't even know what they're doing, when they're posting.
That's the point I was going to bring up. So maybe in those workshops also, you guys can have like 10 tips. Like here are some things you need to know when hiring a web developer.
Yeah.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So that at least they have that checklist, they know. You mentioned one point, are you transparent? How do you tell if they're transparent or not? Well, they're forthcoming. They show you stuff. They give you stuff when you ask them for it.
Yeah.
And a good business person, make yourself Educate yourself on what you need before you, on the process of something before you go talk to somebody. And that way, they know what they're talking about because they're going to be saying stuff that you read. Yeah. So I try to, when I went to get my website developed, I knew so much about it already because I want to know that you know. I don't know that you know what you're talking about unless I know what's supposed to be done, some of the steps to go through. Because you can make anything sound good. But when I've read something and I've read enough, and I know some of the process, and then I sit down there with you and you're talking the same thing I'm talking, then I know you know what you're talking about. Right, I don't have to tell you that, but we need to know something about what we're trying to do. If someone's writing for you, are they writing using the keywords? Yeah. Are they just writing an article? Just writing an article is not going to necessarily make you high on a search engine. It's not going to necessarily make your website, know.
But the thing is, again, some small businesses, they don't know what they don't know. So we got to provide a platform for them, maybe through your blogs.
Yeah, well, my blog would be geared more because our blogs, because it's going to be through BusinessZone. So whereas what Armin is doing, our sole purpose, and that's another conversation that we're going to have, is our sole purpose for what we're doing is to monetize. Yeah. So everything that you're doing is geared to creating and developing passive income from multiple streams. Right. So the actual, we will have workshops on how to write blogs, but for the purpose of driving traffic to monetize it. But yeah, we can include, now one of the things I've done for our grouping of people that we have, and I think we're at like 50 people right now, is we're going to start doing next year boot camps and mastermind groups, so that we're guiding them, making sure the titles are great, the keywords are right, the search engine optimization is right, is written so a person that is readable and that people will engage with it, because all you care about is getting them to your page and making sure that the ad revenue is there and is holding their attention. But there's some blogs that are out there that, because they're only geared for making money, some of the grammar is not even correct. None of that. But that's not why they do it. They making money.
So what's that tell you? It's money to be made. You ain't got to be grammatically correct.
No, get paid. And that's what they call. Have you guys ever seen those ads that when they say, "Have you seen what this celebrity looks like today?" And then you go and you look and you click and there's like 100 different ones before you get to the one that you want to see.
See Janet Jackson's Baby, and I clicked on it, and before her baby, I got a chance. I had to go through 29 other people's babies. I'm like, where her baby?
Right, but in the meantime, the person that and so Armin calls that a money grab, because in the meantime.
I put never on my dog.
Just tricking. I mean, you've already made $25,000 just over you trying to get to Janet Jackson's Baby.
Yes.
That's called a money grab.
I'm getting a money grab on mine.
I feel uncomfortable doing stuff like that.
Not me.
I'm going to have a serious blog and I'm going to have a money grab.
I'm going to feel real good when my condo getting paid.
I feel uncomfortable doing stuff like that.
But you're gonna have your blog. You're gonna have your blog that's serious and talking about strategy and talking about certification. Then you can have another blog that's just for making money.
No, you know what? I think it's okay to have. I think it's about the content you have. I think it's okay to have something that grabs people's attention, as long as your page follows. As long as your page holds up to the hype. Yeah. So if I'm giving you some good content, but I got a money grabber to get you to my page, and I'm talking to you about, what foods create cancer or are carcinogenic, then if I got to have a money grabber to get you to a page to save your life, where's Janet Jackson Baby at? Where are they? Click through 100 photos first.
Janet Jackson's Baby. But in the meantime, it made.
Because you really can't pay me for what my life-saving information really is. But you're going to pay me as you click it and see that baby. I'm sorry, y'all.
You kind of have to work yourself around that. But being in this class, we are looking at ads in a whole nother light. I'm sorry, Gilbert. You got to see the numbers, and you'll be on board.
I don't know, man. I'm too much of a Christian.
You know what? That doesn't make me less of a Christian. I need to get you to my information. I need to get you to my information about becoming more alkaline.
I gotta answer to Jesus.
And you're not no, Jesus is gonna be okay when I ain't stealing your money.
when I pay my tithes.
When I say no, he's gonna be okay, because look, what we're not doing Is all I'm doing is drawing you to my page. You're not the one that's paying me. The advertisers are paying me. So I'm not taking anything from you. I'm offering to you some information. Okay. It's not like you're coming to my page and I'm taking money out of your pocket with the grabber. That's not how it is. That's not how it goes. I'm having it's the advertiser. Because if I say, Gilbert, I need you to come and train with me. I got a week for free. You ain't coming. But if I offered you, come and see how you can get, $500 in 1 week.
And in the meantime, let's look at Janet Jackson's baby.
No. That's the grabber. See how you can get $500 in 1 week. You're going to come to my page. Yeah. And it's going to say, sign up with me, Gilbert, and work out. I got you there. You ain't even coming to my page unless I have something like that.
Right, exactly.
You're not even coming to no workout page, Gilbert.
But that brings me to the next thing. So many small businesses today do not know how, or one, don't utilize social media at all. I mean, how many people do you talk to that have never been on Facebook, or they give
quite
you
a
some
few people
excuse? So social media in today's marketing, in terms of marketing, is your friend, and you just have to understand how it works and which platform works best for you.
Well, I kind of understand why some people are not on it. And we've seen what happened recently, with the head of Facebook selling information to all these companies. I understand that. So some people don't want to get involved in that. So it's going to be up to us to kind of demystify that for them and show them, okay, you can get on social media, but here's how you can do it and still protect your information.
But most of the people I run into aren't even thinking about that. Because they're thinking about, because that same thing is happening as you use your credit card all on.
Right.
Most people's excuses, I don't need that for my business. And they're just not well educated on how social media is a way to really expand.
It's a big part of their marketing plan.
Most people don't understand
that. It's a free marketing.
So they just don't see. I ran into a young man who just, I don't need that for my business because you're doing extremely well. You can actually double your income. And I had to sit and show him. He is an electrician. So he's like, I don't need that for my business, but you word of mouth. And you compete against the big boys. So every house that you go into, I had pulled up another company that was an electrician. I had to show him, see this. They said I just finished rewiring this bathroom. Now the bathroom was actually beautiful. They didn't do them walls. They didn't do that floor. They didn't do that. But it was attractive. It made you go, oh my God, all they did was rewired it. They didn't do the walls. They didn't do that. They didn't do the floor, but they showed a picture of how beautiful the bathroom looked. And the whole page said, I just laid this roof. And they show a picture of a beautiful house. So you look at the whole house, not saying, oh, they only did the roof. Yeah. Or, they probably didn't do half as much work as they're showing that. And he was like, oh my gosh. And they got thousands and thousands of views. I laid this wall. We put this wall here. This is stuff that you could be showing. Now you can go back to all your clients and ask them, can you take pictures of that? And take a picture. Don't take a picture of the wires that you just put in that little ceiling fan. You take a picture of the whole house, the whole bathroom. That's beautiful.
So social media is an extension of your word of mouth advertising.
Right, and it validates it. So
he set his thing up. He set his thing up. He got 40 followers right away because he put up a host of pictures, and he got 5 new clients that he wouldn't have gotten right in his area.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Really?
Yeah, because
he went back and took a whole bunch of pictures.
So you coached him on that?
Yeah. Because that's what I do. I am a
That's
coach.
what you do.
I'm just great.
They're just good like that.
So here's some interesting numbers. So 77% of the U.S. American population has a social media profile. So then when you look at the numbers worldwide, there are 2.34 billion individuals who are on social media. That's a big marketplace that you will never reach. Right. Sending mailers because you can't afford it, or word of mouth, or advertisement because you can't afford it.
2.4 billion.
Right. 2.34 billion, and expected to grow to 2.95 billion by 2020. Which is 2 years. So, and the best thing that I like about social media is that it really helps you identify your target market. Who are you trying to reach? Because the demographics, when you do the boosting of ads, it allows you to select exactly who you're directing your traffic to.
All right. So here's what we're going to do Monday. We're going to have a lunch meeting, a business lunch meeting, me and both of you.
Is that right?
And I'm going to challenge both of you. I'm going to challenge both of you to pep up my social media call to action.
Okay. We can do that as long as I'm going to challenge you to show up.
Yeah.
Show up to work out with us Monday morning.
No, I didn't say work out.
No. This is the thing. But you want me to pep up your social media.
Yeah.
I'm going to challenge you to show up.
I'm paying you guys.
I want you to come and show up, work out. You ain't got to pay me.
I'm paying you guys.
I'm going to challenge you to come for a workout. For me and Crystal on
Both
Monday,
of you.
Wednesday, and Friday.
Both of you. That? Monday the 24th.
Yeah, because
Let's
for one thing, Gilbert, it really, so you have to understand which social media platform works for what, right?
Yes, that's a good point.
So LinkedIn, for your clients, your clients are on LinkedIn, right? Because LinkedIn is the best content that works is more professional.
I think you do them all.
Well, he could do them all, but really,
probably be your lead. But I think you can do them all.
Yeah. So, and you could do blog articles, white papers work there. Most of them are investing. Most of the visitors there are investing time to read articles, and they want well-written articles and well-researched articles and information that really can help them grow their businesses. So, being that your product now, Facebook is more flexible, and one of the best things about Facebook is that you can do your video streaming, and most of the times on Facebook that's what you're looking for, visual type of information. But I can't tell you, my little mouse pin here, that's because I saw an ad on Facebook with a...
Do you see someone using it?
I saw somebody using it. I went on the video. It talked about the aerodynamics. It's because when you hold a mouse like this, your hand is cramped. This is more natural because it's like a pen.
And you can release it whenever
and you can release when you want. So I like this little thing. So I went and I researched theirs, and then I went back into Amazon and eBay, and I checked out different prices, and that's why I bought it.
So video pretty much does.
That's what sold me on it. And the thing about Facebook right now, when you open up your Facebook and the video is there, even if you're not listening to it, even if the sound is off, it's still playing in the background. You can actually hit the button and then hear what they're saying, but it's playing. So it grabs your attention. Wouldn't you say that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. And then Instagram, now that's Don's favorite.
Oh, no. I like all of them. I've just been so busy that I haven't been able to do. I like it every last one.
But you understand better than I do. You understand what the purposes of Instagram and how it works. And
I think Instagram could be your biggest money maker.
How long must your video be to be on Instagram?
About 1 minute.
1 minute?
But now they've done
60 seconds?
Now they've done. That's like a commercial. Now they've done. Instagram TV, which actually gives you longer. You can have a full episode on there. That's what we're going to go to. Some of these episodes could be uploaded on Instagram TV. So I think Instagram can be your biggest money maker because of the algorithms that changed from Facebook. I think it's allowing Instagram to shine even more. Your reach on Facebook is you gotta pump your reach up. You gotta start doing more. What do you call it?
Boosting.
Boosting in order to get the reach that I used to. I can get like 500, 800 hits on one post that I put up on Facebook. Now I get like 6 or 7. But Instagram, you get to 10,000, you can put a shop button on there. Instagram can probably be your biggest money maker. And that's not coming from me.
You can actually reach people. Because it was last week in our digital marketing class, it was a young lady. She had 80,000 followers on her Instagram, which she actually had communication with on a regular. And then there was a young man that was in class that was new to the class this week, and he had 30,000, and he's into fitness and football. Sports and basketball. And so he had 30,000, but he did not understand or did not know that being on social media and a blog that he actually could monetize. He didn't know how he could make money with his 30,000.
What did she do?
She was, she used to be a stripper, and which is probably how she pulled it. But now she's looking for a way to make money utilizing her 80,000, but she wants it. So she's got a son, and so she no longer wants to do that. That business.
That's what I'm going into. And she
that
wants to get out
sounds
of
very
it.
good. So hold that thought for a bit. We're at the top of the hour, so let's go ahead and take a break right now. You're on the Business Zone with
Krista
Dawn.
And Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. Let's take a break, and we'll talk to you on the other side of the break.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Hey, it's Dawn Strozier of DS Fitness with your Get Up and Move exercise of the week, kettlebell swing. Now, when doing a kettlebell swing, you're moving through two positions, a strong standing plank and a hip hinge position, bending at your waist. Your knees are slightly bent and your back is in a tabletop position. Now, when you're hiking the kettlebell, you want to grab it nice and strong. Rotate your shoulders back to engage your lats. Now, slightly swing the kettlebell back and drive through your hips. There you have it, a kettlebell swing. A powerful full body exercise working all of your stabilizing muscles and your hamstrings, your glutes, and your quads. Now, for more Get Up and Move exclusives, go to getuperica.com or Dawn Strozier on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a...
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Crystal,
Dawn,
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic, and we're talking about Instagram, we're talking about Facebook, LinkedIn, and social media all in all, and how you can market your business and be an effective business owner in 2019. Don, you were just telling us about how we can use some quotes on Instagram in a form of statement.
Yes. Well, I'm going to let Crystal tell you about that because she was actually sharing her version of
yeah.
you finish it?
So this week I actually, a number of you guys saw it. I went to quite a few holiday parties this week. So I took a picture before I left home, and then I posted it. And they just trend all over the place. And then they kept saying, "Oh, my God, you look phenomenal. That's beautiful, beautiful dress."
Who's your trainer? That's all they kept saying.
Yeah, who's your trainer? So I said, and they were complimenting on how what I was looking like. And I said, well, I have to give the compliments to my trainer, Ms. Dawn Strozier. And then, but here's one of the things that I did. There was one I did with my, I had bought this dress as an African style dress. And so when I went on, I'm trying to get to it over here. It's harder to get to it over here than because I got to sign out and come in on my own. So this lady who actually sells the dress wear, and they made it custom to my body, I was able to tag her in it and say, this is where I got the dress, and her shop is here, and she has these beautiful African print designs, and she and her husband are the ones that own the boutique. They're from Segal. So then she was able to pop in and say, thank you so much for the call out. And I was telling everybody to go there to shop for Christmas. And everybody loved the dress. And from across the country, because I think on my own personal, there's like 148 on the BusinessZone, and I have about 300 or 400 on my own personal Instagram page. But then it ties into my business Facebook pages. So I have about 5,000 on RBD. I have about 1,500 on my own personal page. The BusinessZone has, so all of them are tied together. So whenever I post something, it goes up to everywhere.
So that means the next time you guys are out there in the marketplace and you are showing your killer capability statement, they're going to say, oh, this is wonderful. Where'd you get it? Oh, just go to Small Biz Pro. Buchanan and Associates has this great program.
Right. Yeah, and that's how it works.
I like that.
In fact, here's even better than that. So it doesn't have to be without any of your control, right? So you're always in front of large crowds of people because you train with at least 15 to 30 people, right? So you have them all sign in and follow your Instagram page, and then you have them put in that you just taught a class on capability statements that Gilbert is absolutely fantastic, and this is the best way to increase your resources with your capability statement to get contracts, and then make sure that they hashtag Small Biz Pro and capability statements and contracts and whomever. And then that's broadening the market.
Love that.
Right?
Love it.
And you can put up some quotes, some testimonies.
Yes.
Some testimonies in boxes.
Yes.
Testimony of some of your clients, some stuff they say about your business.
And then down below you explain how they... You hear that, small businesses? This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
This is free information that you guys are getting. This is your Christmas gift from the BusinessZone.
Yeah, so that's one of the things. So that's what we're talking about is strategies to create successful business in 2019. So that was my contribution because those are the things that I focused on, and I really saw how and it's interesting. Even with our podcast, when I go out now, there are people that know me before I know them. And they'll say, I've seen you on Facebook. And even in that, I mean, I know you get that all the time. You go someplace and they go, oh, yeah, we're Facebook friends. They'll tell me their name. And that just recently happened to someone who came to an RBD meeting. And they were saying, oh, we're Facebook friends. And then I said, who are you? And I was like, oh, yeah, we are. Because I've actually had some communication with them.
Now, small businesses, I know you're listening to us and you listen religiously because we've got great information to share. Now, as business coaches, you may think we're very expensive. We're not really expensive. So here's what we'd like you to do. All of you are listening right now and contemplating having a business coach because you're hearing all this great stuff that we're disseminating to you. I want you to make it a point to call all three of us. I want you to call Dawn, call Crystal, and Gilbert, or either of us, and have one of us. I want you to assign one of us to you for 2019. Our first session will be free. First session will be free. Sit with us. We get to assess what you're doing and what you want to do, and then we'll put a plan in place for you. Sounds reasonable?
Sounds reasonable to me.
Yes.
Sounds reasonable to you,
Yes, absolutely.
Give us a call. Because not too many businesses have the privilege that you guys have to have a business coach assigned to you. Business professional coach. We're talking people who are traveling the whole country working with small businesses and other entrepreneurs. Give us a call. What's the number, Crystal?
323-293-3375.
All right now.
323-293-3375. Don't forget it. 323-293-3375.
And you can also find us on our YouTube page at the BusinessZone with Crystal and Gilbert. And you can reach out to us at 323-906-7004. And we will be glad to help you out. So, Gilbert, what are some of the strategies you think for 2019 that could help businesses become successful?
Well, we say this over and over on this show, Crystal, and we're going to hit it one last time for 2018. You guys, you need to stop doing transactional business, because many small businesses feel like that's the way to do business because that's the only way they know. They figure entering into business and you do it transactionally, that's the best way. That's fine that you do business transactionally. But if you really want to increase sales, you want to grow your business, you want to be very successful, and you want to hire businesses, then you have to be contract ready. You got to be a contractual business where you can go out and get contracts. So that's what we're trying to do here, is to help you guys to get contracts. You don't know where to find contracts? That's okay. We've got all the resources here to help you. And that's why you need to set up that initial coaching session with us, so we can give you a whole list of all the contract providers and what they're looking for from you, the small business owner. So for 2019, I want to challenge you guys, challenge you small businesses, to prove to us that contract readiness isn't as good as being transactional. And I personally will give each of you $100.
Oh my!
That's a challenge.
Generous,
2019.
Huh? So what are we talking about when we talk about the opportunities dollar-wise that's available to those individuals that would become contract
right now we're just going to speak locally, because I don't expect many of you to do federal contracts or federal procurement right now, because that budget, those opportunities are $500 billion. Okay, so we're going to talk locally. Locally, there are $30 billion in contracting opportunities available to all of you small businesses. Many of you may say, I'm too small. No project is too small for any of you. The city of Los Angeles has projects anywhere from $10,000 up to $1 million. The county, it's the same thing. The county has projects from $10,000 all the way up to $1 million for many of you small businesses. So I want you guys to challenge yourselves and challenge us to go out and get those opportunities.
Right. And so Gilbert does specific training on becoming certified. Last year we did a number of mastermind groups. We're going to put together, maybe do another couple of them, and then we'll have an advanced class. So if you're really, really interested in becoming certified business owner, and that means that you're either a minority-owned business, you're a woman-owned business, you're a veteran-owned business, you're a small business, you're a disadvantaged business owner, and you have your financials in place, you've been doing business the way you're supposed to be doing, and even if you're not, we're going to help guide you and make sure that you're business ready and contract ready, and then you register with any of the city, state, federal government
or
county entities, and also corporations.
That's right.
And it's not just for it's not just for construction. It's for any type of business, any service business out there. And now you're getting contracts that could be 2 to 3 to 4 years, and it could be for a dollar amount versus a transactional amount.
And you know what's amazing, Crystal? I was going through my Small Biz Pro procurement system, the database, and I saw all these contracts in there, and I didn't even, it was so amazing. They have contracts for planters. People, they're looking for planters. So if you can make planters or make planters available to the city, that's you. They're looking for people to do little gardening things.
I know. I was blown away that the Los Angeles LA Unified, they look for someone to be the photographer for the yearbook, or to provide the cap and gown.
That's what I'm saying.
Pens and pencils,
There's
trash
so
cans.
many things that they need. They need to procure. Just remember, I'm going to give you an example. So I know this small business owner. She just ventured out into the business world because she felt like she has a nonprofit mind. So she's thinking of helping women, young girls who are teenagers or just entering into teenagers. So, many of these girls, they don't know how to take care of themselves, their health and all of that. She provided that service to them. Guess what? the county reached out to her.
Wow.
And the county said, we want to purchase sanitary pads and those types of things from you, through you, for the young girls that we're
in the system.
We're taking care of in the system.
Wow.
Do you see what I'm saying? Now, who would have thought there was contracts for that? Who would have thought that?
There's a contract for everything.
There's a contract for everything. And if you were affiliated with beaches, the parks, recreation, whatever, fitness and health, whatever it is. Have you tried doing business with the Department of Water and Power?
Yes.
Because they're always looking for someone like you. So, these are just things out there that we take for granted. We don't think about it. Here's another opportunity. When you walk on the sidewalk and you see, people discard of their gum and they throw it on the street and then someone come and step on it and then there's so much gum on it.
Right.
There's somebody that the city and the county hires to come and power wash that away.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So I'm saying there's so many opportunities.
Yes.
If you're a small business and you can't make at least $100,000 a year, you don't need to be in business.
Right.
Because there's so many contract opportunities out there.
Right. So that's one of the things. So Tammy wants to know what exactly is the challenge. She wants you to make it plain so she is clear on it. And Tammy, his name is Gilbert Buchanan, and he is one of the co-hosts. He is the co-host of the Business Zone.
So Tammy, the challenge is...
And he's the small business paramedic.
Small business paramedic. The challenge is, Tammy...
Oh, what's done?
We are giving you the opportunity to sit with one of the three of us, with Dawn Strozier.
From the aerobics room, yes, that is me, Tammy.
Crystal Mitchell.
That'd be me.
Or Gilbert Buchanan. You're going to sit with one of us, and we're going to give you initial coaching just to see where your business is at, what is it you're trying to achieve within 2019, and how you're going to get there. That's the first meeting. Then the challenge will be if you're currently conducting transactional business. Transactional business means that you have clients coming into your store every day, or maybe not every day, but every week, or maybe not every week, but every month, or every other month, and they spend money with you. You have no commitment with them, so you're not sure if they're coming back, right? That's transactional business. What we're trying to do is to get you to do contractual business. And if you can prove to me that your transactional business that you're conducting right now will generate you more sales than if you did contractual business where you can do one contract and make $100,000 or $50,000 or whatever it is, then I will give you $100. No questions asked. $100, Tammy. Okay? So give us a call. Our number here is 323-293-3375, Tammy. I'm challenging you.
I like that.
He's challenging you. So there you go. There you have it. So we're looking, one of the things that is our mission and our purpose is, and everybody should identify, why are you in business? What is your mission and your purpose for doing what you do?
Yeah.
So one of ours is to make sure that our clients are business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. But in addition to that, we want you to increase your revenue streams.
Yes.
We want you to create multiple passive income resources. We want you to be successful. That's our purpose for doing business.
We want you to hire more people.
And we want you to hire people from within our community to make our community a better place. Now, a lot of times we need coaches. All of us even have coaches because sometimes you need to be able to bounce stuff off of people to make sure you're going in the right direction.
Yes.
And you really, truly, and for those of us that are out here coaching and training other people, we have a broader view than just our business. So we can look at your business with a different mindset and be able to guide you. And we also know a lot of things that's going on. I sit at the table where a lot of opportunities are discussed and where decisions are being made and where people are writing checks. You do the same. So it's not just coaching about the experience. It's about the whole complexity of our scope
Right.
of experiences and our network. That's what you're getting when you reach out to a coach. If they're not connected, then you might want to question that. But they're not just sitting there guiding you with a few things that they read on the internet.
Yeah.
They're doing it, one, because they've actually had other clients that have been in that position, and so that experience is being shared with you. We also may have had that experience in our own businesses, and then we have a network and a network of other peers and colleagues that we can feed off of and bring information to you. So that's really one of the things that we're
One of the things that we're going to do also for 2019, it could be the first show for 2019 or the second show, but I have 11 tips. Let me look in the camera right here. 11 tips that you can use to get your clients to say yes to you. 11 tips that you can use with your clients to get them to say yes. Because clients like to say no. Banks like to say no. Everyone likes to say no. Even our families like to say no to us. But I'm going to get you guys having those guys saying yes to you, and I'm going to show you how. 11 tips. So stay tuned in to the Business Zone.
Okay, so there you have it. So that's what you, from Gilbert's standpoint, from business, how you can really strategize and increase your revenue and how you do business in 2019.
That's right.
So you can reach out to Gilbert and he can take you further, and we will have workshops and classes on that. And next we're going to have Ms. Dawn on how you can come into 2019 healthy, wealthy, whole,
And wise.
Absolutely.
Because it's all necessary in order for you to do business. You know, and that's the biggest thing I think for entrepreneurs is that most of us are solopreneurs. So it's not like if you're not feeling well, you can go, I'm going to stay in bed today and I'm not going to go train. You don't have anybody to send. You got a couple weeks ago, I had no voice. It didn't matter. I had to squeak it through. I even had a meeting scheduled, but what I did was I couldn't go and talk. So what I told him was we were going to do an online meeting using Meetups or Zoom, I think I used. And they talked and spoke, used their voice, and I typed in the chat room. I still had my meeting. Yeah. But being able to take care of yourself. Now, I will say this, I probably bounced back, and I was able to do that because I'm working out. I'm taking care of my body. Yeah. So I have to attribute that to my trainer over here, Ms. Dawn Strozier. Yeah. And because it never stopped me, I just didn't have a voice. A couple weeks ago, I was even here without a voice. I squeaked through that. I had enough of a voice to do the show. So that's what we're going to talk about. Dawn's going to tell you how you need to make sure that your body is working at its optimal place in order to be productive and successful.
And I totally endorse that too, because I kind of got hit down last week, last 2 weeks also. And health is very important to us. So we want to have Dawn. Dawn is going to control the next 30 minutes of this session, telling you guys exactly how to do this. So let's go ahead and take a quick break right now, and we'll bring Dawn back on the other side of the break, and you've got her total undivided attention. Let's take a break.
All right.
He's hilarious.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Hey, it's Dawn Strozier of DS Fitness with your Get Up and Move exercise of the week, kettlebell swing. Now, when doing a kettlebell swing, you're moving through two positions, a strong standing plank and a hip hinge position, bending at your waist. Your knees are slightly bent and your back is in a tabletop position. Now, when you're hiking the kettlebell, you want to grab it nice and strong. Rotate your shoulders back to engage your lats. Now, slightly swing the kettlebell back and drive through your hips. There you have it, a kettlebell swing. A powerful full body exercise working all of your stabilizing muscles and your hamstrings, your glutes, and your quads. Now, for more Get Up and Move exclusives, go to getuperica.com or Dawn Strozier on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Hello, meet Larry. Larry is a general contractor. Larry is very good at his craft, but Larry has a very tough time managing his paperwork because he is busy taking care of his clients' needs. Larry just cannot find his important business documents when needed. Larry is also being passed over for bid opportunities from prime contractors because he is perceived as not ready. He doesn't know where his business license, certifications, insurance, and other key corporate documents are located most of the time. Lucy owns an auto body and collision repair shop and has been using a business management and procurement assistance program called Small Biz Pro to keep her business organized, business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. Small Biz Pro is a 3-in-1 cloud-based business management, procurement, and market research assistance system designed to help businesses become business ready, contract ready, and bank loan ready. It also provides back-office operation solutions for small businesses. Lucy is able to stay ahead of her competitors because she uses Small Biz Pro to manage her business daily. Lucy just clicks on Small Biz Pro from her tablet, mobile phone, laptop, or any internet-accessible device for data retrieval, and she's got it. Lucy introduces Larry to Small Biz Pro, and now Larry is more organized and can now find all of his documents and new bid opportunities in seconds. Larry now saves $120 in labor costs for each missing or misplaced document. Just simply go to your web browser and log into smallbizpro.net and register today for a limited 30-day free trial offer. Services start as low as $1 per day. Let's put the competition out of business. Small Biz Pro. If you stay ready, you don't need to get ready. Register now at smallbizpro.net and begin saving money. Email info@smallbizpro.net or call 626-533-1186.
Hey, it's Dawn Strozier of DS Fitness with your Get Up and Move exercise of the week, kettlebell swing. Now, when doing a kettlebell swing, you're moving.
So we're back on the Business Zone with
Krista,
Dawn,
and Gilbert Buchanan, your small business paramedic. And audience, you've been waiting for this for the last 5 minutes. You have been waiting for this health and wellness and part of our show with Dawn Strozier. So without further ado, I'm just going to hand it right over to Dawn.
He is so hilarious. He is too funny. Well, like most people, New Year's resolution, the number one New Year's resolution is to get in the best shape of your life.
That's right.
And it has been for years.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, it was most of our resolution last year, right? Mm-hmm. But for whatever reason, by the middle of January, all those ideas go out the door. Mm-hmm. And one of the reasons why they do is because most of us just don't make the commitment.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Or we don't make the commitment because we say we don't have any time, or we have diminished motivation, or just don't really feel like it, right? Mm-hmm. So I just want to give you some ideas and some tips first to just keep you motivated going past January. And one of the things that, one of the reasons why Crystal shows up all the time is because I know Crystal set goals for herself. So when it comes to getting in the best shape of your life, for 2019, you have to have some goals. If you don't have any goals, you're just being casual, and your fitness, getting to the best shape or getting healthy just ends up being thrown to the wayside. So you have to set goals. Setting goals can be the difference in your success. Mm-hmm. Setting simple goals will give you some excitement from day to day. Mm-hmm. So this coming New Year, we're going to be setting weekly goals as a team because it's extremely important. Weekly simple goals, just like I'm going to make it to the workout. Right now, I'm just saying 3 days a week. But most of my clients, they train with me 3 days a week, but their goal is to get up on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday morning and also do a training that I give them. So you have to have something that you're striving for because it'll help you stay in the game a lot longer. So do you have any goals?
Oh, yes.
For your workout goals for next year?
Oh, yeah.
Give me one of your goals. Give me one of your ideas. What you going to be doing?
I want to get like 15 pounds off this baby right here. See this right here?
15 pounds off.
15
you heard
pounds.
that.
15 pounds. I want to get
He
off
wants to
this.
reduce his midsection by
reduce
15 pounds.
And it's important for you to set small goals. So do you know how you're going to reach that goal?
Well,
what's your overall goal is 15 pounds.
Yeah,
what's your strategy for that?
Part of my plan was to start doing some curls, doing some light lifting, and I wanted to start doing tennis again. So that was part of my plan. So I'm going to do the curls and the lifting and, go over to the park, do my little tennis thing.
Okay, so let's clearly define, starting in January, how much cardiovascular exercise you're going to do. How many times a week, the first week of January, you're going to commit to going to do tennis?
I'm going to do 3 days a week.
3 days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday?
Yes.
Okay. That's good.
3
You can't
days.
miss a Monday. You can't miss a Friday. So I think Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is fine. That's how many times you're going to go play tennis, right?
Yeah. Well, tennis, I'm thinking maybe 2 days a week.
Okay. So I'm asking about cardiovascular exercise. So cardiovascular exercise is what gets the weight off. The weightlifting keeps the weight off. But to get the weight off, we need you to be doing cardio. Now, there's 7 days in a week.
Yeah.
So I need you to do cardiovascular exercise.
I want to start out light first.
Okay, so what's your light commitment? It can't be 1 day a week or you never commit.
No. That's going to be 2. That's going to be
2 days a week?
Yeah, 2 to start. Because you're going to start aching once you start doing it,
No, guess
right?
what? You're going to ache, period. Because aching is part of the game.
Right.
That's going to happen.
Yeah.
I ache.
Yeah,
when I
once you
train
haven't
out.
used those muscles in like 25 years.
Okay, so let me say this to you. Listen to me. I'm going to help you set some realistic goals.
Yeah.
Realistic goals is going to help you get to your success sooner.
Right.
It's going to let you stay in the game because if you're not seeing the results, you're going to bail out.
Yeah.
You're going to say, I've been training 2 days a week and nothing's happening.
That's true.
Nothing happens in 2 days. You're eating 5 or 6 times a day. We're snacking all throughout the day. So your body's never going to catch up to the fat burning process.
Right.
2 days a week, I'm just being real, would do nothing in a 7 day
So tell me some exercises that I can do that would help to burn.
Cardiovascular
that I
exercise.
could do
I'm
it
give an
like
idea.
7 days.
Okay, let's start off Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me
Okay.
tell you that. I think that's a good workout regimen. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can commit to doing tennis 1 day a week on Friday, or you
Saturday.
can on Saturday.
Yeah.
So then you're going to do 4 days if you're going to do Saturday.
Yeah.
So maybe you can walk on Monday. You can walk again on Wednesday. You can walk again on Friday, and then you can go do the hard tennis on
Walk for
Saturday.
how long?
Let's start off with something really simple. Let's say right now you're going to walk for 15 minutes.
Okay.
And then
That's
you're going to
doable.
gradually take that 15 minutes to 30 to 45. And the reason why I say that is because your first 15 minutes is simply getting your heart rate up to where you're actually burning fat. So you minus the 15 minutes of your workout. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So if you're doing 30 minutes workout, you're only actually burning fat for 15 minutes because the first 30 minutes you were getting up to fat burning mode. So let's say Monday you walk for 15 minutes. The first week you just do 15 minutes, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. The next week you're going to add on. 15 minutes. Some work for 30 minutes. The next week, you'll add on 40 minutes. And then you're doing a full hour of walking. That's something that you can strive for, you can make progress doing, and you can look for a result at the end.
That sounds
Because when
good.
you get the results, you're going to feel rewarded. You're going to feel emotionally rewarded. And that's what's going to keep you in the game of getting into shape longer.
So we're going to weigh first, right? We're going to weigh.
Yeah, we're going to weigh you in on Monday and take some pictures.
Okay.
And then you're going to focus on walking.
Okay.
And then the next week, after your second week, we're going to try to implement your walking and your diet.
Okay.
Give you 1 week to just focus on just getting up. The
So
next week.
Does that diet include excluding Jamaican food?
No, you can have some Jamaican food. We're going to start you off slow, which means
okay.
so this is how I like to train my client. This is how I like to train my clients. I like to train them with one new idea a week.
Yeah.
And then by the time they're finished in a month, they got 4 new diet ideas, or I should not even. It is diet because diet, it could be your diet choices could be good or your diet choices could be bad. It depends on how you eat. So diet isn't a bad word. It just depends on the way that you're eating. Diet just means your choice of eating. Am I making sense? So after 4 weeks, you're gonna have a whole new diet plan.
Okay.
Okay, but we're gonna start you off. Maybe your first week, you start off with. I can't tell my secrets because you guys need to pay me for it. First week, we may start off with no carbs after 5 o'clock. You can lose 2 pounds a week on diet alone.
Yeah.
So setting goals is essential to anything you do in life. If you set goals for your business, you need to set goals for your weight loss.
Oh, for
because
sure.
your weight loss is what's going to, you feeling good about you is what's going to make you thrive when it comes to doing your business.
That is
and most
true.
people don't get that. If you don't have your health, you don't have much.
There you go.
But when you get that health together, you can, that 6 o'clock, you're not going home tired. You can go home at 6 o'clock and you can have enough energy to sit down and do some more work for yourself. Does that make sense? They say as the day goes down, you become less productive. Your ability to make decisions weaken. The best time for you to make decisions in the morning. But when you are thriving physically, when your body is in a good alkaline state, when you're feeding your body food that speaks life and give you nourishment and make you feel alive. This ain't drugs I'm on. This is just me. It's good eating. Healthy eating.
Good eating.
So where you get that energy from? It's because I feed my body food that make me give out all this.
Yeah.
So at 6 o'clock, you're not tired. You're not falling out when you get home. Like, you're able to go home with some energy to finish up your paperwork or make that one call, you know?
I get you.
And I can get you to feeling the way I feel.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to really be on fire. So I want to encourage you to set goals.
Okay.
Go ahead.
And I can attest to that. So I do, my cardio. I actually had a pretty active cardio plan because I do I was doing salsa classes and burlesque classes. I did Zumba twice a week, and then I played tennis for 4 hours on Saturday.
That's before you met
That
Dawn.
was before Dawn.
Right.
And but
No, that was during Dawn because she's been with me for a while. She used to do all that in my studio.
Right, and I did Zumba
7
first
days
with
a
her.
week, okay?
Hey, I did Zumba with her first, and we actually did 3 days a week. And then when she closed the studio, then I went, to another location. But what I didn't have was, which started, I guess, about 6 months ago, right? What I didn't have was the weight training. So here's where the weight training has come into play.
But she's also doing cardio, so she's doing the full training.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not just-
I'm doing.
She's doing cardio.
Yeah,
She's
she got
running.
me running like at 4 point.
I think I tell her story better than her. When she thought she was only getting up for 1 week,
Yeah.
and now Crystal gets up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Oh, really?
She gets up Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
I'm there
It
at
was
6 o'clock in
initially-
the morning,
it
which
was
is a
initially
feat all by itself.
1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We start off 1 week, and Crystal's been coming. But Crystal, has your energy level changed?
Yeah, it has. In fact, I was at the tennis court a couple weeks ago. So generally, tennis, you got to keep moving your feet, right? And so we're now playing what is called live ball. So you got to, really work, you got to play tennis. We're really playing tennis, but running up to the net and back to the baseline. And so that has been like, this is a lot of work, this running piece. And so 2 weeks ago, I was at the park, and somebody hit a drop ball, and I was able to get up to the net and back to the back to get I mean, we had like...
I take full credit for that.
Yeah, you do have to take full credit. I was back and forth, and they're like, where's all that energy coming from?
Yeah.
But by that time, that was... She had increased the level of...
Crystal was like, I can't run. Crystal was like, I can't run. I can't do that. Crystal started off at 3.0, then 3.5, and 3.8. Now she's at 4.2, and Crystal's at 5.2 as well. But Gilbert, guess what? That's the power of finding a partner, working out with a team. Yeah. Now, I love one-on-one training. I do. If you have the money for it, I suggest you get a personal trainer, because your personal trainer can be your partner and your best friend and your group. We can be all that. Yeah. But when you're in a group with people, when you have a partner that you train with, it's a whole other monster, because Crystal gets challenged by the group in a different way than I challenge her. Yeah. Like, for instance, quietly in her head, when Thelma Houston, who was 75 years old, comes and she runs at 6.2. Yeah. At 75. Right. Like it's nothing.
Yes.
What do you think Crystal's saying to herself?
She's going,
that's a conversation she's having that's not provoked by
Dawn. I'm younger than her.
So, same thing. A good friend of mine started training with me, and she was like, oh, I don't run. I don't do any of that. She started coming. We started at 5 o'clock. I'm going to show up at 5:30. Okay. That's what I said, but I'm saying in my head, but at 6 o'clock, I'm done. Yeah. You can pay me for the hour, but at 6 o'clock, I'm finished. I don't take you over. But when she came and saw that the girls were there at 5, she showed up her first week at 5:30. She was like, what time they come? I said, they come at 5. I told you that. You told me you wanted to come at 5:30. Okay. Then she started showing up at 5. She got fear lost. They're getting something she's not getting. Yeah. And then she saw all of them running, and Linda's 53. Mm-hmm. And Linda's older than her. Linda running, and Linda's a runner. She's at 6.2 running. I created that.
No music,
I said
nothing.
No music, no. I take full credit.
You created that monster, huh?
So then she started running.
Yeah.
So I said that to say, the group can motivate you more than I can, in a way that I can. Yeah. Right? So group training, I think, is one of the best. It holds you accountable to showing up, because you got more than me showing up, looking to see you. You got other people looking to see you in the group. The chemistry that's created from the group, the synergy that's created from the group, the family moving together. It's amazing when you do. So I love group training. Yeah. And it's half the money.
And so this is the result.
Your tribe.
This is my result since working out with Dawn.
I kept looking at that person. I'm going, who is that hot chick over there? It's you. Crystal.
That's from Dawn. So when you get,
let me see it again.
So when you have results, then that'll keep you going back, because that's the whole idea.
So that's how many weeks after Dawn?
Oh, I don't know. I just took that last week. And we've been working out.
I don't know. I have to take a look and see exactly when we started, but it's about where we finishing.
Yeah.
Well, she's looking amazing. Yeah. So next thing I want to say is you got to have a regimen. Yeah. See, here earlier today, you got to have a workout regimen that works. Yeah. Remember earlier today, I'm going to get up, I'm going to do a little tennis, I'm going to do all that, and then we kind of clarified what you're going to do. Yeah. You can start off slow, but let's start off slow in a realistic way that's going to at least give you 2 pounds a week. You can lose 2 pounds a week on cardiovascular exercise alone. And you got to be real with yourself. No pain, no gain. You're going to feel some aches, and you're going to, 6 months down the road, you're going to still feel it. But you've heard that. You're going for the burn. That feeling starts to feel good, and when it ain't there, you feel like you didn't work hard. So,
actually, I'm in more pain if I don't work out. Oh, yeah. If I don't work out for a day or two, or like a weekend, and I didn't play tennis by Monday, I'm in some pain, and it doesn't go away until I actually start working out.
Right. So I want you to know that you need cardiovascular exercise, you need a resistance training workout, and you need a diet plan, all working together to create the results that you want. The cardio gets the weight off. The resistance training keeps the weight off, because the more muscle you have in your body, the more effectively that metabolism is going to burn. So while we're resting here, I want you guys to know I'm burning fat. Okay, it's about your resting heart rate. So as we get older, our metabolism slows down. So we want to get that metabolism up. How do you do that? Exercise, diet. How do you keep it up? The more lean muscle you have in your body, your metabolism all day long. And
you're going to lose it faster than I do.
Yeah. For a number of reasons. Yeah. You're going to lose it faster. It's going to come off for you. For one, you ain't got these baby-making genes we have. Yeah. You don't have these fats. Our fat cells and your fat cells, I think they made differently. I really think. Plus, you're going to be able to lift up twice the weight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're going to lift twice the weight that Crystal lifts. Build the muscle a lot faster. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal when I can get you to do these 3 steps. Right?
I'm thinking my biggest challenge is going to be the diet plan, though.
But
That's going to be my biggest
guess what?
challenge.
Guess what? We can make the diet plan in a way that you don't miss anything.
Oh yeah.
You can have some freedom.
Okay.
You can have some freedom and eat it. It's about cover your ears, Crystal, because I don't need her. Cover your ears. I said you can have some freedom.
Yeah.
In eating, a little bit of freedom. You can have more freedom than women can.
Yeah.
You can have a little bit more freedom.
Yeah,
and I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share with you, as long as you're not eating a lot of stuff after 5 o'clock, your body got to catch up to that fat burning. So, give an example. This holiday season, okay, there's all these Christmas parties, all this stuff. I tell people enjoy, but you need to be up that next morning, breaking a full hour sweat, right? And you need to know what you're putting in your mouth. But if you let's say for instance, Christmas. What time am I eating at Christmas? Let's say I'm eating at 3 o'clock. I'm not gonna just save. Most people. I'm just gonna eat one meal. No, your body's gonna hold on to everything because it's saying you're starving me. But if you actually plan, dinner with families at 3. So I'm gonna back up 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm going to start eating at 7. Every 2 hours, going into my food, small portions. That's going to keep my metabolism moving. I'm going to walk in there, go straight to the spread, take a look at what they got. What they going to have? Macaroni and cheese. What? Dressing?
Yeah,
what they going to have? Yams. They may have... They're going to have 4 or 5 or 6 different carbs. I'm going to look at all those carbs, take a tablespoon of each one till it ends up being a portion size. I'm going to enjoy at 3 o'clock that meal. Get it? I'm going to have everything I want, but way in proportion. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So when I walk in there, my metabolism is moving. It's burning because I was eating. So now I'm going to go see all those things and take a little bit of everything till it fits into a portion size. So I enjoyed everything on that plate within proportion. Then I'm going to get my vegetables, and I'm going to get my meat. And I'm going to sit down, I'm going to enjoy myself. And 2 hours later, I may go back and get a little bit of something that I didn't have the first time. So I'm going to keep my metabolism moving. See, I can enjoy the holidays not putting any pounds. And then the very next day, I'm going to get up and break a sweat. Try to get those carbs off of me. I'm going to try not to eat all that mess late into the evening at 6 o'clock. I'm going to give my body, if I eat it around 3, no later than 5, and I'm still kind of actively involved. It may help me burn off some of the junk that I ate, but most importantly, I'm getting up in the morning, I'm breaking a sweat.
See, the challenge is, because I stay up late at nights working until like 3, 4 in the morning, that's where the problem comes in. Because the longer you stay up, more you're going to be inclined to eat. You're going to be hungry.
You got to develop some willpower, and you got to want it. Yeah. That's the difference.
I try not to sometimes, but sometimes that hunger pain hits and it's like, oh.
So that's when we go back to your reason why.
Yeah.
Why do you want to be successful? Why is it important for you to create multiple streams of income for yourself? When your reason why is big enough, you're going to do whatever it can. If it's not, I tell you, if your reason why don't wake you up in the morning at alarm clock, it ain't big enough. If you write down your reasons and you focus on one reason at a time, okay, you're going to write down 10 reasons why you need to do this. And your first reason, okay, I'm going to go to bed with my first reason tonight. I'm going to work through my first reason tonight. And you find yourself eating something, that reason ain't working.
Right.
Okay, it ain't strong enough. Then you're going to move to your second reason, right? If you go through 5 or 6 different reasons and you still eating late at night, you need to find some new reasons. You need to dig deep enough to where it has an emotional impact on you and it's going to make you stop. That's with anything.
And I find one of the reasons, I'm not a person that likes to go to doctors, and so I feel that you can change your, the doctor telling you need blood pressure medication or cholesterol medication or whatever it is, you can change that by being more active and by the way you eat and being physical. That's how I feel, because I don't like the doctor thing. But here's the other thing. I know for me, the way I work, if I'm working into something and I don't have clients, I will sit there for hours in the same place. And when I get up, I'm all stiff and things are hurting. I feel lopsided because my chair is not erect. Because it's not like I'm working in an office, right? I'm working in whatever's comfortable for me. And then I'm focused in on the computer and my brain, and I'm talking on the phone with half the phone this way. So your body is all out of whack. Right? And I will sit there until I was like, I'm thirsty. And I'll go get water will drive me more than food will. I will even sometimes sit there and not even think about food at all.
Let me tell you what was a changing factor for me. There's a company called Ketos. There's a company. You heard of the Ketos diet? Okay. So the Ketos diet, there's this company that created the first Ketos dog food. So this company is called Quest. They have Quest bars. Well, that company was actually a cancer research company. They've been around for a while. And for the past 20 or so years, they've been curing cancer in dogs by actually starving the cancer, right? So they've been curing cancer with dogs by starving the cancer. So they come up with the first ketose diet for dogs. It's carbohydrate free. They believe the older you get, the less carbs you need. Cancer feeds on carbs.
Yeah.
Carbs are what? Sugars in the body.
Mm-hmm.
So when I found out that cancer feeds on sugar, oh, you ain't got to tell me nothing. I'm not a sweet person. I do not want to be in a situation where I'm fighting for my life because I have cancer. Because we come in contact with cancer cells on a regular basis.
Yeah.
They're in our body already laying dormant, and based on our immune system ability to fight stuff off will determine whether or not are you fighting. So if you're constantly, cancer can't strive in an acidic environment. And I'm sorry, in an alkaline environment. It survives in an acidic environment. In a body that's poorly taken care of. That's high in acid. That was enough for me to say, I'm leaving sugar alone. I'm not a sweet person. I'm not a carbohydrate. I'm not carbs driven. Bread is not that important to me. I do not want to fight cancer.
Yeah. And again,
So
it comes down to your powerful
And you
why.
heard how much passion I said that with? When your reason is that strong and it hits the core of who you are, you're going to be able to sit down. I don't care how late you up. And if you decide you're hungry, you're going to go from some protein and some vegetables before you go for some sugar, for some junk. And then you're going to get to the point from starting to work out, you're going to enjoy the way health feels. See, I like the way healthy feels.
Yeah.
And it feels much better than an acidic body, an acidic state. It feels much better than sugar that had you high and then you crash at the end. So if you're serious about building an empire in 2019, it starts with your health. It starts with you taking better care of you so that you can have the energy.
I get you.
You can have all the excitement and enthusiasm like you're looking at right now.
All right.
After everything that you want in 2019.
Yeah, she's like a ever ready buddy.
Okay?
Boy.
I'm dead serious.
And you to see her in the gym now, she gets there at what time? Because her first client's at 5. So you would think when you would come in and somebody has been there and she was coming from way on the other side of the town. Yeah. So you think, wow, you must be absolutely exhausted. Because I walk into the gym sometimes going, oh my God, I'm tired. But by the time I'm finished, but Dawn is like on fire. Like she's been up all night long, and most times she hadn't even gotten enough sleep. And she is just full of all this energy. And she works out. It's nothing to her. But she's been doing this for a long time, and she really, truly enjoys it.
So what time do you go to bed at night?
Oh, lately I've been going to bed very late. Sometime last night I went to bed at 12. And I woke up at 3. That's usually my schedule, which is not the best, but I already know that my body needs 5 hours. I need 5 good hours. I used to try to figure it out, and my doctor told me I would sleep later and wake up groggy and have bags. But when I go to sleep, when I naturally get up, stay up. That works for me, and that's when I'm fine. But if I don't get 5 hours, I'm not really good. But I need 5 good hours. I usually can wake up on my own without an alarm clock because I'm excited about what I do. I can go to bed at 12 and wake up on time because I can wake up at 2 and wake up on time because I'm really excited about what I do. So I just want to give you a couple tips for optimal health in the new year. It starts with your diet being rich in antioxidants. Lots of foods are good for you. However, the best and most healthy are those that are low in calories, high in nutrients, and have been shown to help prevent the effects of aging, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and some cancers. These foods are ackee berries. Add that to your diet this year. Ackee berries. Later on, I'll tell you the power of it. ACAIE, ackee berry.
Actually, I drink that every day. I bought the big thing at Costco.
Make sure it doesn't have you don't have any added sugar in it. So read
what it says. 0 sugar, just 0 carbs.
Okay. Well, ackee berry is a fruit, so it's going to have some sugar because it's a fruit.
And they mix it with raspberry.
But make sure it doesn't have any added sugar. Okay. But sweet potatoes is an amazing antioxidant. Broccoli, but please make sure you're doing all organic food because broccoli and corn was the first genetically modified vegetable. So make sure you're eating. I say, and I hate to say this, and hopefully with recycling back dollars we can make it better. Unfortunately, when it comes to buying food, I shop out of my community.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why is because if you guys take a look at what happened to cabbage, did you see that video of cabbage in our community at one of the stores that we love? We had plastic in it. When the young lady shredded the cabbage, you saw the video? Maybe we can play it. It's unbelievable what they're doing, but they're not going to do that in their community. So when you get ready to buy your vegetables, your produce, I suggest go to Sprouts, go closer to Culver City. Unfortunately,
But Sprouts is okay because they hire a lot of people in their store. Especially the one on Slauson, they have a huge minority population. I mean, staff.
Right.
So I'm for that. And you're absolutely right. One of the things my sister and we were just talking about that today is that we're going to create our own urban garden in our backyard. Yeah. And we're going to start growing our own fruits and vegetables, especially after what took place with the lettuce over Thanksgiving. Yeah. And so we're going to do that. And so we've been doing our research, and we're going to do a blog on that as well. This is another one of our blogs that we're going to create. And so there's a young man. His name is, wow, she was just showing me a video, and he actually has created an urban garden. And so over on the Crenshaw and Chesapeake area. And so he grows fruits and vegetables because it's not really available in our community. So that's one of the things we're going to do is to make sure we're eating healthy, no pesticides, organically grown fruits and vegetables, because that's important to your body. And if every time you go, Don and I have talked about this before, it's like everything that, if it's not the pesticides, it's GMOs or something, you can't even eat anything. Right. And the meat, everything is. So very important, because this is the only body, guys, you are going to get. Yep. And you want to make sure that it is, for me, it's about optimized. It's like an athlete. Yep. That your body is your temple, and it needs to be treated like that. So Don has gave us some phenomenal tips on how to be body ready for 2019 by health, wealth, and body. Gilbert gave us some amazing tips on how to be contract ready,
become procurement ready,
procurement ready, and contract ready. And I talked to you guys about upping your game on your social media, your marketing. And I didn't even get to talk about finances, but here's the thing. If you are being able to reach a specific target market that you can advertise your business and your services with, that is going to be some awesome, awesome stuff. And that is how you create your income. But I did talk about multiple streams of income and doing that with your digital marketing. So I think this is a good show today, huh?
Very good show. And
we didn't even have guests, because I just think that we're awesome.
We can rock the place without a guest.
Yeah, so we concluded just on time. We're at the top of the hour.
So this is going to be fantastic. We want to wish you guys a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Actually, I think we're in the studio next week, but it's your birthday, so I don't know what you're doing. So we're going to wish him a happy birthday right now.
I may not be in the studio.
Okay, so it may be me and Dawn. And so we'll finish up the year with some more.
I'll finish up my massage at Dawn on my birthday.
On your birthday. But we want you to guys have a phenomenal Christmas day. Eat healthy, eat wisely, be careful out there, but enjoy your family. Remember what the season's about. It's more than gifts. It's about Jesus, the birth of Jesus Christ.
And do at least 2 cardios, right?
And do
at least Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's great.
Yeah, make sure. Dawn told me this morning, I said, are we working out this week? And she goes, why would we not be?
Don't you want to eat?
She goes, don't you want to eat, right? I'm like, well, yeah. She goes, so be here Monday, be here Wednesday, and be here Friday.
Why don't you join us for your 15-minute walk with us? Let's come up there and see what it's like. You'll be tickled.
I hate coming on the west side, man. It's too much traffic for me, too much.
So maybe I have to figure out how to webinar him, huh? So anyway, guys, have
a good money making,
a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous weekend and Christmas Day, and we will see you next Friday. You can reach Dawn at.
You can reach me on all social platforms at Dawn Strozier, Strozier, or visit my website ds-fitness.com, or call me. I can't think of my number right now.
So you can really find her on social media. Mr. Gilbert.
Mr. Buchanan is at 626-533-1186. Just call me. It's better to call me than email and all of that stuff, because I'm always too busy. And I was going to say something to Don right now. It slipped me.
It'll come back to you.
Slipped my mind.
And you can reach Crystal at 323-906-7004, and as well as on on all the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and the Business Zone as well. And go to our YouTube page and like us. And you'll get a notification every week when we're on the air. So we want to sign off, right, guys?
We're going to go ahead and sign off right now. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and see you in 2019. And take me up on that challenge. I want to make sure you guys are procurement and contract ready.
All righty.
We're out.
Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye.
As a small biz pro, so we roll, using procurement, program, and control. As a small biz pro, so we grow, using procurement, program, and control. I'm a businessman, yes, I'm an entrepreneur.